Move On with Lady Charmaine on 97.5 KDEE.
Well, you're back in the studio with Lady Charmaine and girlfriends, and we've been having some really good conversations off air that we want to share with you on the air. In the studio, I got my girl Diaroki Osami, Latoya Johnson, Shari Wilson, and Stacia Mobs. And we're also streaming live online. If you go on Facebook to Lady Charmaine, you can look at us live in the studio. You can also comment right there. You can actually watch live in the studio anywhere around the world. Just go to Facebook to Lady Charmaine. We have another true story. See, Stacia is also my assistant. So she helps me also with some good, great content. This is another true story. A gentleman had wrote, and she saw it in her Facebook feed. He said, was it in your feed, Stacia? Yes. Okay. He wrote this in her Facebook feed, and he said, women were more loyal when I was a dog. They wouldn't leave for anything in the world. And now that I have become this nice guy, I've been finishing last. Hashtag return of the Mac. Men, do you find that when you mistreat women, they're more loyal? Or does it mean a woman does not know how to be treated right by a man?
What's up, D?
Oh, go ahead, D.
I can only speak from what I see. I have a brother who's out there, and he has many women that follow him, and I see how that pattern goes. I do believe that the more you are a dog, the more they are loyal to you, because I've seen it. I've tried to talk some of my friends out of that. I have not been in that situation myself. I haven't dated in a long time, but I just told my cousin, start treating him like a dog and see if he don't come barking, because I really believe once you start being mean to him and hanging up on him and not accepting his calls, then they really come by and be like, well, where you at? What you doing? Girl, where you at? And then they start showing up. So I do believe, but then I also like the point that Shari gave, that it is about what they're used to. So
yeah, because Shari, that was a great point. And I know Otha, we have a men in the studio as well. But Otha had made a particular point, but Shari, Otha, I know. Can you just grab Dee's mic and then just share what it was that you said so the audience to know what it was that you said?
Sure thing. So what I was talking about is, all my life I've been the nice guy. I've been the gentleman, you know what I mean? I've been the guy who wanted to be a friend first. And I usually either got friend zoned, or when I did get her, I didn't totally have her, right? She was more interested in the guy who was the thug, the dude who sold drugs, who had a criminal record, and I was always finding myself as finishing last. Like they always say, the good guy always finish last. And so my point is, a lot of women, they say they want a good man, they say they want somebody to step up to the plate, but then again, you never truly give that person a fair shot, right? There are men out there too. I saw online a dude was like, I want a Aisha Curry, right? But you see them every day. They're always in your face, right? It's always the, and say like the women, I wish I had me a Denzel. Well, you had that, right? It was the guy who didn't approach you like, hey, what it do? What's up with it though? That guy that said, excuse me, man, how are you? That was your Denzel. That was the man that you say that you want. But it's always the guys who are rough, tough, slap a chick, because I've had those guys too. I got cousins like that. They say it's AOB. I don't know if we can cuss in here, but it's all on the bleep. Y'all know what that beep stands for. But he used to always have all of the girls because he treated them like that. So I 100% agree with the guy who said return of the Mac, because sometimes you get to a point where you're like, I'm tired of being the nice guy. I'm tired of not getting the girls, and I'm doing the right thing. So let me turn into this dog and let me dog them out and get them, because some of them feel that that's
that's the easy way out. Yeah. That's the easy way out. For him to return to the Mac, that means you're lowering yourself now.
Right.
And you're gonna find that's mean you give it up. You have to be patient, and you're gonna find that woman. And the thing is, some women, that's all they know. That's all they know. They daddy was like that. They brothers was like that. They mama got hit. They sisters got hit. That's all they know. And it takes that special man to really massage and let that woman know, baby, you are queen, and you're worth all that I'm giving to you. And sometimes they're not going to get it right away, but you just keep on massaging, because you're worth it and she's worth it. So
well, preach,
return
girl.
to the back, hey, that's a cop out.
All right.
You want the easy way out.
And you get what you put out. At the end of
Right.
the day, you could go back to macking and doing what you're doing, but you're not gonna find a woman of substance like that. She ain't gonna put up with it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you can have fun and all that, but like she said, when you're ready to really settle down and meet that right one, you just being who you are is gonna naturally draw that person to you,
Correct,
and vice
right.
versa. God's gonna send that person.
Right.
You out there looking and you not finding the right one, maybe you shouldn't be looking right now. Maybe you should be focusing on yourself or whatever.
Right.
But that person's gonna come to you when it's time to come to you. So if you want to go and be like, you know what, this sucks, I'm not finding the right one, whatever, I'm just gonna be macking and do the wrong thing. If that, and especially if that's not naturally who you are. If you're naturally a good dude, just be a good dude, and that chick is gonna find you. And if people keep overlooking you, that's because then people ain't for you.
Right.
It worked for me, so I found a nice Tinder
He sure
in
did.
Atlanta. And,
Sure did.
So keep your head up, good guys. You don't have to have a criminal record to get the bad chick. You
He got this caramel macchiato all the way from Atlanta.
And they
Georgia.
Atlanta in the building. He went to that.
But I wanted to say, you guys, this is so true because I never forget. And you know what? I still feel bad sometimes when I think about it to this day. The nicest guy asked me to the prom. And he was just as nice and he was just as sweet. And when he came over to me, he was, you know, he was nerdy, but he was nerdy in a good way because, you know, he was very book smart, you know? And I could tell he mustered up a lot of nerve to ask me to the prom. And I was like, oh, I have a date. And I'm not going to lie.
You really didn't have a date?
No, I
He
didn't
was
have no
too
date.
nice.
He was too nice.
But I mean, on the flip side,
But this is what made me feel bad, D. He said, I just wanted to go with the prettiest girl in school.
and he had game though. He got game. You have not forgotten that. Shout out to whoever that is. I hope you met your person.
You know, he graduated with engineering degree, UC Berkeley. You know,
He out here balling.
He is, though.
He out here balling.
But I did feel bad, and what Otis said is right. Oh, we have a caller. Hi, 97.5.
I just wanted to respond to that, to the guy meeting the bad girls. I just wanted to say, just because you turn your Mac off, don't mean your spirit don't still throw off that. So,
You are so right.
That's good.
So just because you're not ready for wifey material, just because you want to turn the corner now, don't mean you're prepared for wifey material. Because the confidence you had when you were a Mac might be in what the lady see. You just talked about a nerd. You don't have the same confidence as a guy who Mac. And a lot of women want to feel protected and feel like, you know, that their man can, you know, go to the moon for them. Well, when you want to get that wifey material, you may not come with that same confidence. So, but when you were a Mac, your confidence game has to be on 100 every time, because you're fooling most of the time. You're fooling the person that you're pursuing. So you have to, you know, at least throw off the signal that, you know, I know exactly what I'm doing, and you're gonna fall for me. But when you're looking for wifey material, you know, all those things that you had up as a Mac don't line up now as you know, a guy searching for a husband. So, you know, you got to reevaluate self before you go looking for a wife. You know, you can't take the same type of mess into a marriage. I mean, you can, but you're gonna have some problems. So, yeah, it's not gonna be the same. You're gonna have to work for a wife.
I know that's right. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Ray calling from South Sac.
Thank you so much, Ray, for calling in. We appreciate you.
Charmaine, that's what it is. That confidence thing. For women, you could be the nerdiest of nerds, but if you have some type of swag about yourself and confidence about yourself, that's attention grabbing.
You know, let me tell you another story. Another high school story. But the reason I'm going to tell you this story because I never forget. Usually in my high school, I was like everyone's first friend. I would give them the tour around the school. And, you know, so I was usually, because they would ask me to do that. So I was basically a lot of people's first friend. And there was this gentleman who came to my school, and I was his first friend. I was nice from the lunchroom. Sometimes I sit down with people and I have lunch with them so they don't feel like they're by themselves because, you know, my school was pretty large. And then one day he had called me and he told me he wanted to buy me whatever I wanted. And he was pretty wealthy. And I'm like, you don't have to buy my friendship. You know what I mean? I don't use people like that. And so he was like, no, whatever you want. I was like, no, I'm cool. So then I started backing off of him because I just looked at him as a friend, you know, a person who just needed a friend at school. And so anyway, he ended up befriending another young lady. You know, she gave him some cookies.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, his swagger came on 100. He wasn't even the same guy that I knew. He used to be the guy that used to sit out by himself with his head literally on his knees, and his head would be down. and not talking to anybody. Before you know it, he was walking around like a peacock. So I was like, I guess the cookies was good. Lots of confidence. But it's so true. That confidence is what turned him around.
Yeah.
Just that little bit. And it's so funny. I still see that young lady on Facebook, and I'm like, girl, you get that brother some confidence. And it's funny, she moved out to Sacramento too. So I see her on Facebook all the time, but that's amazing. I think that's a really good point, is the confidence. So we're going to be talking about more hot topics when we come back, because I want to talk about this one particular topic that my mama gave me. So, Mama, I know you watching, so we're going to hit your topic in just a moment. You're listening to Lady Charmaine and Girlfriends. We're in the studio. If you want to chime in, give us a call at 916-925. Ooh, Lord, that's my house number. 916-5333. You're watching a Rich Girl Dreams production.